Hello, how are you? My name is Jen and today is July 12th and I have been waiting to make this video. It was exactly 1 year ago today that my channel became monetized. So exciting. So when I first started my channel, I didn't even know that 1,000 subscribers was like a goal, was a benchmark. I didn't even know you could be monetized. And sure enough, I quickly realized that and I was like, oh, that's really cool. So of course that became a goal. And I was able to become monetized, or I hit those benchmarks. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and also 4,000 watch hours. Now I actually hit my watch hours first. Sometimes it's the other way for people. It doesn't really matter, but once you hit both of those, and I was able to do that within 7 months. I think the average range is, I mean, that's pretty quick. I think a year is kind of average, between a year to 2 years, maybe a year and a half. So if you're behind that, I mean, no worries whatsoever. As long as you're still moving forward, you're fine. But I remember as I got closer and closer to monetization, I remember watching other people's videos because I was super curious. I'm like, how much can you make? Like, you know, like 20 cents a day? Like, what kind of money are we talking about here? And I would watch other people's videos and look at their numbers, and it's really interesting just looking at numbers and the algorithms. And I mean, I don't know that any of us really understand how they work. I mean, maybe a little, but just going to be real and transparent and share with you kind of my journey. We're going to flip the camera around to my laptop here, and I'm just going to show you my real numbers, just to kind of hopefully encourage you and give you a realistic expectation of like, yeah, this is doable, this is possible. So when I show you my numbers, you know, I started out pretty average. Within a couple months, I did have a video just take off. Was not expecting it. I did not create the video with the intention to have it like take off. It was just like a video created on a whim, and made some serious bank from that. And again, wasn't expecting that at all. And to this day, it continues to get views, but not as much. Like there was a point where it just skyrocketed. It has come back down to earth here and leveled out. But that'll give you an idea. Be like, okay, if I have a video that like takes off, like, what kind of money are we looking at here? And then I can also share with you at the end, point you in the right direction of some things, and people that have helped me along the way in terms of like learning how to grow your channel the right way, in a way that you're not going to burn out, in a way that offers sustainability. And then also, if you're interested in working with brands, whether it be through gifted collaborations where brands send you something and you provide content, or paid collaborations. That was not something that was ever on my radar, but we'll talk a little bit about that. I mean, once my numbers kind of got up there a little bit, some brands started reaching out to me and I was like, huh. And I didn't know what to do, didn't know how to respond. I'm like, it was all so new to me. So I did find some help in that area. So if that's something you're kind of interested in or want some help with, I can provide, again, I'm not an expert, but I can point you to those that are. So again, I'm just going to turn the camera around and look at some numbers. All right, here is a shot of my laptop. Yes, I know that you can screenshot your laptop, but this laptop is ancient and cannot save a file that large. I've tried. So just bear with me. I really do just have my phone on the laptop screen here, like, hello. So I have it here set on in my analytics overview. Last 365 days. Again, I was monetized, you know, exactly a year ago. And boom, we're not gonna hold any suspense. I made $4,000 or $4,019.07 in a year. And again, a lot of that is due to this craziness in the middle there where things skyrocketed. But going back to the beginning here, we'll just hover over. All right, so just looking at the views, you know, 200, 300, 400 a day, a couple bigger days, 100, 200, you know, just kind of varied in there. That was pretty average for me. And we will get to, I'll show you which videos, you know, skyrocketed. But as we get into that, you know, numbers start getting bigger and bigger. Like 2,000 views in a day. I was like, oh my goodness. It's just insane. So anyway, the highest number of views I had in a day, there would have been November 6th, 8,493 views in a day. Cray cray. And then it dipped, and I was like, okay, that ride's over. And then it jumped again. I'm like, whoa. So, I mean, if your video just takes off, just ride the wave. And as you can see, you know, things have settled back down. So that's, let's see, February, let's see, beginning of March here. We're kind of leveled out a little bit. But, I mean, I'm happy to say and excited as I'm looking at these numbers here. They're higher than what it was over here. So even like taking that out, you know, things have grown, still moving in the right direction. I'm very happy with that. So let's go over to revenue. All right, so again, past 365 days, we have my CPM and my RPM there, the average. So here, the very first day, oh, there we go. July 12th, my very first day, I got $1.21, and I can't tell you how excited I was, just because, again, when I started my YouTube channel, like, being monetized or being able to make money wasn't even something I was aware of. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I got money. So yeah, just going on from there. You know, it wasn't anything huge or whatever, but still, like, money's money. A little more there. Some bigger days. Then every lower days, there we have $2, $1.40, you know, just kind of chugging along. So then if we move forward here to when those videos started to skyrocket, here like $18. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got $18 in one day. And then $27, 29, 18, dips a little bit back down. And then here it starts to climb again, beginning in November. I'm like, oh my gosh, $50 in a day. So my highest day, let me see here, November 6th, $93.64. That was insane to me. Oh my goodness. So again, you know, then it started to dip back down. We're like, oh, okay, ride's over. Then it started to go back up a little bit and then back down. So now we've just kind of been in this season, you know, again, still growing and still like not numbers to scoff at all. $6, $4. You know, you still have your lower days. But that just kind of gives you an idea of what you can maybe expect to be able to earn off of your videos. So those are those numbers. Let me go back to the overview quick, just so, again, with the views, just so you can compare to your own as far as like, hey, how many views am I getting per day? Like once I got monetized, like it's still a hustle. It's still a grind. Like I wasn't just sitting back and just letting the channel sit stagnant, but you know, these are what my views were at kind of per day. So you can kind of compare that to maybe what yours are, what you want yours to be at, or maybe they're higher. Awesome. And then here now, this is kind of what they've been hovering at. And of course, the days that you load a video are usually, you know, a little bit higher. So let's go ahead, you know, if you're asking yourself, well, what videos are you posting? You know, let's go ahead and look at that. So let me go to advanced mode here. Okay. Now, I think because of like how big these are, like it's so teeny tiny, you can barely see like the movement there, and now we're like back to, you can kind of see movement there. But this is going to show and rank things in order of my highest views videos. So let's look at the first one. This is the one that absolutely blew up. And if you look over here at impressions, as far as I know, I believe that means that that's how many times like YouTube pushed it out and it showed up on somebody else's screen. And that's probably where the algorithm thing comes in. So 2 million, and you know, that's far above any of my other videos. So for whatever reason, they were pushing that one out. And here it was about a scam on eBay. And again, it wasn't a planned video. Somebody scammed me. It was like awful. And so it was within like 20 minutes of me like getting off the phone with eBay, and I was so mad. So I just hit record and shared my story. And I think that story just resonated with so many people. And it ended up being a 3-part story, because then, you know, I did follow up with local police in the scammer's area. And the process was starting to have the scammer charged with, you know, fraud and theft. So I did a video on that of, you know, how that kind of went. And then the secret to getting the refund from eBay, because eBay wasn't budging. They're like, let me tell you something, like eBay does not care about you whatsoever. Like they get their money, they get their fees. They know there's scammers out there. They could care less. Like they really could. But once you get a police report number, you know, that's the way around. And eBay's like, okay, fine, here's your money. So that ended up being a 3-parter. And actually, I mean, that, when did I post that? That was a long time ago. And I mean, I'm not going to drag that story out any more than it needs to be. I'll only do one more when it wraps up. Like I am still in contact with the police department and the detective there. And it's interesting. The person, they were finally like brought into the station for questioning. And they confiscated her cell phone, and they're working on getting a search warrant so that they're able to, you know, look through the phone and get the evidence that they need to charge her. So people will still comment on here and be like, you know, is there any resolution to this? And I'm like, not yet. Anyway, so that is by far like the highest views I've ever had on a video, and that's the one that, you know, had blown up in 200,000 views. And to this day, like that still gets a lot of views every week. Like it's still climbing, but not to the extent like up here it was just getting like massive views. So in blue, here it got 4,000 views in one day, 3,000 views. Same thing over here. Like it was just getting like thousands of views per day. It was crazy. Whereas here, if we come over here, in March, 184 views. I mean, it was the highest one. So I mean, it's still growing, still gaining. If you look at, you know, my subscriber count, I have like 5,500 subscribers, you know, a little bit more. So this is how many subscribers came from those 3 videos. So right there's like 2,600 plus, so it's like 3,000. Ugh. Yeah. So that's not even really like what I focus my channel on, but like so many people subscribe because of that. So I was thinking like at some point, you know, I was thinking my subscribers were just gonna tank because, you know, are those people gonna stick around? Well, I think they're still there. I don't know. So got a ton of subscribers for that. And again, that was after I was monetized. If I would have done this before I was monetized, oh my goodness, my 4,000 watch hours would have happened like no problem. My 1,000 subscribers. So over the past year, this is the revenue I've made. So again, a bulk of that $4,000, you know, is coming from those, you know, at least half of it there, at least $2,000. So without that 3-part series of videos there that blew up, you know, my revenue probably would have been in the $2,000 range or less. I mean, because then I wouldn't have had like those subscribers coming. You never know. So coming down, now this is interesting. So I actually, the whole reason I started my channel is I wanted to share my story with others in order to try to help others. So I have my story here that I posted, and I'm so excited. It's the, you know, after these videos that blew up, it's the next one at 23,000 views. Now you can see here, because of the content of it, you know, not as many ads are going to want to promote their product on there, which is completely understandable. And I knew that, and it says like ad suitability on the video. So I'm surprised I made any money off of that one. It might mean I didn't post it to make money. This next one here, this one has surprised me. This is one where a brand had reached out and said, hey, you know, we'd like to send you a box if you want to do an unboxing on your channel to promote their Amazon mystery boxes. And in the video, I provided a, you know, coupon code. This one like continues to grow. It's at 13,000 views. That's another one that just completely surprised me. Got a lot of subscribers from that one. $148 I've made from that. Plus, I want to mention too, ad revenue is probably at the bottom of the totem pole in terms of the money that you're able to make on YouTube. And there's so many different avenues, whether it be brand deals or like affiliate links and codes. So every time somebody uses my coupon code for that, I get a little bit of a commission. So they probably sent me like, I want to say like $300 or $400 since I made that video off of the commissions on that too. So that's been pretty cool. Then the next one, now we're getting into more realistic numbers. This one's at 6,000 views. That's, I had done how much money can you make as a small YouTuber. Again, kind of like this same video, but I made it a couple months ago, maybe 6 months in, just kind of showing my numbers. But I want to do another one now that we're a full year in and things have kind of evened out. Another scam one. I'm telling you, like, if you get scammed, share your story. People are really interested in those, and I think there's a lot of commonality in it. You know, people were commenting on this eBay one, like, left and right, because the same thing had happened to them. FabFitFun mystery bundles. If you're not familiar with FabFitFun, it's a subscription box, health, lifestyle, beauty. I was a subscriber to FabFitFun long before I even started my YouTube channel. So it was something I was already interested in. I do unboxings on it. And I just read recently, they have 1 million subscribers now. 1 million. So that's a huge audience. And for some reason, people love to watch the mystery bundle videos. So FabFitFun has these mystery bundles. You pay $29. And usually the value is like 90 or 100 in items. Here, this one was $112 value. So that's at like 3,600 views. And I made $32 on it. So that paid for my mystery bundle. This one here, if anyone's curious, when I did this video here, dear Mickey Loot, it's not about the stuff. I had said in that video, like, I'm not turning on the monetization. I was not out to like make any money off of that. Well, here you can see, like, I never turned the monetization on that. $0. 2,500 views. So continuing to go down, you know, here we're seeing more FabFitFun. Just kind of sharing with you which of my videos kind of got the most views. You can see the subscribers, you can see how much money was made on them. And I don't know why. I mean, again, if you ever figure out the algorithm for sure, let me know. But here is, so this was the actual, it's a quarterly box. So this was the spring box. I did an unboxing and review, 2,500 views, made $36. Here was a mystery bundle that I did, 2,300 views, I made $115. How? I don't know. I don't know. I stopped trying to figure it out. I did a review on a product here. We have some craft stuff, more FabFitFun. We got Loungefly stuff, FabFitFun, Walmart. People really like the Walmart subscription. It's a beauty box. It's only $7. It's a quarterly box. Yeah, we like that one. More FabFitFun. So as you can see, like, those are kind of the things that were at the top that gain the most views for me. Now, depending on your channel and what you're focusing on, it could be completely different. Just showing mine here. People tune in when we do the spoilers. Right now we're in the fall 2022 spoilers. So again, like, later today I'll be posting spoilers on that, and people seem to like those. And again, just keeps coming down here. We have Ipsy, another subscription box, Bippy, getting into the Disney subscription boxes. There was another one of my story that I wanted to share. That's at 800 views. All right, so hopefully that gives you an idea there. Okay, hopefully that was helpful to you in some way, shape, or form. Now I'm going to kind of put you in the right direction of some things that have really helped me. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Think Media team. I will link all of their social media stuff down below. I'm sure that you know they're on Instagram, they're on YouTube. A lot of free content that will absolutely help you. I watched a ton of their videos, and then learned they did have a paid course. And by that time I was already like absolutely so in love with them, they knew what they were talking about.
Under 1K, should my focus be on subs or video quality? Yes. Absolutely. Just kidding. But I mean, seriously, I would focus on a couple things. One, I would focus on trying to really understand who it is you're making the video for. Because even video quality wouldn't necessarily be like whether it's 4K or HD. Video quality is, does it solve a problem or entertain a particular audience? And if you think every audience is the same, you're mistaken, right? Not everybody likes every type of comedy. Not everybody likes every comedian. There's certain content that is right for certain audiences. A conservative audience is not going to like the same content as a liberal audience. A young audience might not like the same content as an older audience. So really get to understand who you're making the content for, and then make content that is satisfying for those individuals. Then you will, as a byproduct, get 1,000 subscribers. So in a way, when you stop worrying about subscribers and you start worrying about just really solving like one person's problem or entertaining one person effectively, and you're really clear on who your content is for, then you'll start getting some great results.
He also has a book. I have it here. YouTube Secrets. The Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Following and Making Money as a Video Influencer. Now, when I first saw this book, I didn't like the cover kind of turned me off because it almost looked like one of those like get rich quick scheme things. And there's so many videos and so many resources and stuff out there like that. And that wasn't really like the route I wanted to go. But because I had already watched his content before and I knew his heart and I knew like that wasn't his line of thinking, I got the book. And this was a really, really great book. So if you have a YouTube channel, I highly recommend this. And Sean Cannell, he also has, like I said, a paid course. This is online courses to help you build your influence, income, and impact with video. And it's called he has the Video Ranking Academy. There's a YouTube Starter Kit, Camera Confidence, Niche Finder, Full-Time YouTube Creator Course. So all of that was included in the paid product here. Let me flip the camera back around again, sorry. Okay, so here I'm logged in, and again, now this is like behind the scenes. This is like the paid portion. Now the price of this, I am on a payment plan of $97 a month for 10 months. Oh, let me go back to this here. I had pulled up AdSense and I didn't even show you. Sorry to be jumping around. So this is my Google AdSense to show you how much I made every month. So again, in the middle of July is when I became monetized. So in half a month, I got $141. It's like, oh, that's awesome. Now you have to cross the $100 threshold or they will not pay out the money. Like it'll roll over into the next month. So here in August, I only made $90. So that 90 was rolled over into September. So I guess in September, I made like another 90. So altogether it was 180. So then they paid out, the 180. And here, this is when it started jumping. 471. There was my highest one, November, $979. That was so crazy to me. And then it started to come back down, 827, 505. February 238. We've kind of leveled out now. 164, 157, 151, and then 152. So, knowing that, 150 has kind of been my average number, I've been putting that money right back into my YouTube channel through this course here. So again, I will link the information for that down below as well. Now, let's talk about Sidewalker Daily. So let me sign in here. So Sidewalker Daily. If you, again, are interested in working with brands, I'll tell you how I kind of fell into this. Again, like once my channel started taking off a little bit, I was getting emails from different brands, you know, offering to send me product in exchange for doing a YouTube video product review demonstration kind of thing. It was the most exciting thing ever. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting free stuff. I mean, and yes, that can be exciting. And what I've learned now, gifted collabs are fine. I do them. I know other YouTube creators that do them. But there are brands out there that will take advantage of creators and YouTube channels.
Head over to our website and choose a few goodies in exchange for the TikTok content. Good thing she doesn't know about our $4,000 photo budget.
That sounds great. I'll go to the website and order some stuff now. I wonder if I should ask if they have a budget.
Do you have any questions for me before we wrap up? Please don't ask me to pay you. Please don't ask me to pay you.
No, I think I'm good. I'll make sure to make the video and send it right over. Why did I do that? I should have asked for a budget.
So being like really naive and navigating those waters, again, I wasn't seeking any of that, but these emails were coming to me and I wasn't sure how to respond to them or which ones were worth my time and things like that. So I, you know, of course, started doing YouTube searches of like someone else that could help me with this. And I came across Nina from Sidewalker Daily, and the first video I watched of hers, I'm like, oh my gosh, subscribe. Like I knew like this is the person that knows what she's talking about. And of course she's got like a whole website and everything, and she offers free trainings, a lot of free content, but again, she also offers like a paid content side. So I signed up for 2 of her free trainings, you know, just like a quick hour training session with some other people, and learned so much just from those. So I highly encourage you, just like jump on and sign up for some of the free trainings, and kind of see what you think. But you'll walk away from that with having knowledge. I mean, that was immensely helpful to me, just to gain confidence in knowing, like it almost felt like all of a sudden I was thrust into this realm that I had no idea like what the norm was. I'm like, is this how other people respond to this? Am I doing this right? I've gained so much confidence in knowing like, yes, okay, I know what I'm doing now. I know how to answer this. I know she's taught me about media kits. First time I heard about a media kit, I'm like, what the heck is a media kit? And she talks a lot about how to start to pivot. If you've been getting a lot of those emails for gifted collabs, she focuses really hard on how to start to pivot those gifted collabs into paid collaborations and getting paid for your time and your work.
If you're a creator that is getting gifted collabs and not getting paid, this video is for you. First up, my name is Nina Zeta. I work on the brand side and I also help creators pitch to brands. Now, this may sound a little controversial, but I'm not going to tell you right off the bat to not accept free trade. What I am going to tell you is that you need a plan on how you're going to pivot this opportunity into a future paid one. You can't be working with brands for free to increase your portfolio, but then not follow up on that opportunity. Here's what you're going to do instead. You're going to send that brand a recap of how well the post did, the content that you made, and ask them to jump on a call so that you can talk about different ways that you can work together. As a business owner, you're going to need to make these sort of decisions all the time, but you need to think strategically when you are doing things for free, because you're not really doing it for free. You're doing it with the intent of making it a paid job.
I had gotten, this was a while ago, but I had gotten an email. Someone wanted to send me a product to do a review on, and they asked me what my rate was. I'm like, my rate? Like, I don't know. And I was like, I must have just been feeling like a nice mood, and I was like, don't worry about it. Just send me the product. I'm happy to do a video for you. What a missed opportunity. That's what I said, because I wasn't sure how to respond to them. I didn't know what was an appropriate rate. So thank goodness for Sidewalker Daily. So I do now have a media kit that I am fully confident in, and it's even just like the beginning of a media kit, because really I've just started with the Sidewalker Daily courses. But I didn't even have a media kit before, whereas now I'm fully confident and able to like reach out to brands. She talks about there's 2 different ways to work with brands. Either 1, they'll reach out to you, or 2, you can reach out to them.
If you want to work with brands, you need to know this. There's 2 ways to work with brands. You can either pitch to them or they can come to you. But if you're only waiting for brands to come to you, you are losing out on so much income, because there's literally an entire world out there of opportunities, of partnerships, of deals that you yourself need to get up and go after. You have to go after the business.
And I was not in a place to be reaching out to brands, whereas now like I'm fully confident to do so. And you'll get a lot of no's, which is fine, but that's part of the thing. So I'll turn the camera around and show you my dashboard. If you are interested in signing up for her class, again, check out all the free stuff first and see if it's a good fit for you. If you're interested in working with brands, I'll tell you right now, it is a good fit for you. Now, I was going to promote her anyway. You know, same thing with Think Media. They're my go-to people. I don't get anything in return for promoting them. Sidewalker Daily, I was going to promote her anyway, but yesterday an email came out and she is offering an incentive for referrals. So full disclosure, if you sign up for her paid course and it says like, how did you hear about us, and you put my name in, I will get like a bonus kind of thing out of that. So if you do sign up for the course, I mean, that'd be awesome, but Jen Doyle sent me. So her courses, the payment plans for this, it was, I mean, you could pay it all up front, or it was 3 payments of $345. And I know that sounds like a lot, because it sounded like a lot to me. And the only reason I was able to jump on it, we just finished off paying off a loan and our monthly payment was like $350. So I'm like, okay, it's in the budget. We're just extend it 3 months. But in the long run, again, if brands are reaching out to me and I'm finally feeling comfortable enough to start reaching out to brands, like I want to know, I want to be in the driver's seat and I want to know what I'm talking about. I want to know kind of like what the standard is. I don't want to embarrass myself by putting myself out there and just completely going off track. So again, I'll link all of her stuff down below. But I'll go ahead and flip this around one more time and show you my dashboard for like the paid part that I have with her. Okay, again, this is my dashboard for Sidewalker Daily. Again, this is the paid portion content of the courses that she offers. There's media kit and more, masterclass, brand partnership etiquette. I mean, that stuff is huge. Like, I didn't know where else I was going to learn that. Pitching playbook to help when you start making those pitches to brands. Understanding negotiations and contracts. Brand phone call role play. Just totally like invaluable stuff that I don't know like where you can find anywhere else. If YouTube is going to be like a major part of your social media presence, like this is stuff you'll need to know if you're going to be working with brands. All right, I hope some of that was helpful to you. If it was, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you again next time. All right, bye.